What up, guys? Today we're going to be watching a news story, I guess, from somebody reporting about an airstrike that Donald Trump did against an Al Qaeda leader in Syria. While he's dealing with Zelensky, while he's dealing with everything else, this man is also killing terrorists. So we're just going to get straight into the video, and what happens after that, who knows? So this was on March 1st, 2025. This is by David Hookstead. So let's get into this. Let's get the side by side up here.
A fascinating update on a situation in Syria where the Trump administration and the United States military took one of the worst people on the planet and absolutely wiped him out. And the video has been released, and we're going to break it all down and much more. Another bad guy eats it. Obviously not something to be sad about, something to celebrate. Before we get into all of that and more, please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment with your thoughts below. I'd love to hear your takes on the situation. So as you know, Trump previously ordered a massive strike against an ISIS leader in Somalia where they launched 16 F-18s, not F-16s. Some people got a little bit confused previously. They launched 16 F-18s into a mountain region in Somalia, dropping essentially bunker-busting bombs on the cave system to take out that ISIS leader. The Trump administration made it very clear that no matter where bad guys were, that they were going to find them, hunt them down, take them out, whatever it might be, and that has happened. Footage has been released of a strike that took place on February 23rd in Syria, targeting a senior terrorist official. We're going to break it down. I'm going to read you the tweet. I'll throw it up on the screen if I can. From U.S. Central Command. CENTCOM forces killed the senior military leader of al-Qaeda affiliate Haras al-Din, parentheses HAD, in Syria. On February 23rd, U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, forces conducted a precision airstrike in northwest Syria, targeting and killing Muhammad Yusuf Zia Tallah, the senior military leader of the terrorist organization Haras al-Din, HAD, an al-Qaeda affiliate. The airstrike is part of CENTCOM's ongoing commitment, along with partners in the region, to disrupt and degrade efforts by terrorists to plan and organize and conduct attacks against civilians and military personnel from the U.S., our allies, and our partners throughout the region and beyond. As we have said in the past, this is a quote from General Michael Eric Kurilla, commander of U.S. Central Command. As we have said in the past, we will continue to relentlessly pursue these terrorists in order to defend our homeland and U.S. allied and partner personnel in the region. Now, let's go ahead and roll the video of the strike. Let's play it right now.
Right down the driver's seat, right in the front. It's like
now, what
a
you'll
needle
notice
bomb.
is interesting, and we don't have confirmation of this, so I am speculating here on what I'm about to say in terms of the weapons platform that was used to take out the terrorist leader. You don't see a big fireball. You don't see a big explosion. And that makes me think that the missile that was used in the airstrike, fired from a drone, was likely the AGM-114R9X, also known as the Hellfire R-9X, R9X. I've got some information here on the wiki page. It says the Hellfire R9X is a Hellfire variant with a kinetic warhead with pop-out blades instead of explosives, used against specific human targets. So instead of having a warhead hit you in just your car being blown up in a million pieces, this thing pops out. It's got 6 big blades on it. I wish I could show it to you, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to. And the blades pop out, and essentially it just hits these guys, whatever the target might be, and just shreds them. I mean, for lack of a better term, there's no big explosion. They get shredded, and that is the way it goes. Its lethality is due to 100-pound
It's so that way there's not no casualties, and it makes it nice and clean. It's not real messy. It just stops the vehicle right in its tracks, goes right through where they want it to go. They were probably aiming a little bit farther back towards the driver's seat or down the center, so that way it would spread out and get anybody in the possible passenger seat. But as you can see on the truck, it went straight down. But I just thought everybody should see this. Let's see what else this guy's got to say. Like and subscribe to this channel for I need 50 subscribers. Also, this guy. I mean, he's doing fine, but I mean, I'm gonna subscribe.
Of dense material with 6 blades flying at high speed to crush and cut the targeted person. The R9X has also been referred to as the Ninja Missile and Flying Ginsu. It is intended to reduce collateral damage when targeting specific people. Deployed in secret in 2017, its existence has been public since 2019. This variant was used in the killing of the 2017 of Abu Kahir al-Masri, a member of al-Qaeda's leadership, and in 2019 of Jamal Ahmad Mohammed al-Badwadi, accused of masterminding the 2000 USS Cole bombing. The weapon has been used in Syria and in Afghanistan against the Taliban commander. It was used twice in 2020 against senior al-Qaeda leader in Syria, and in September 2020, U.S. officials that had been used in combat 6 times. The most famous case of the missile being used was the July 31st, 2022, when Ayman al-Zawahiri, one of the 9/11 masterminds, was killed in Afghanistan with it. It says it is widely thought that the Hellfires were the 9X variant, but a United States Special Operations Command spokesman declined to.
It actually says that U.S. says it killed a senior member of Syria al-Qaeda affiliate, but this was on February 22nd. He said it was the 23rd. This was February 22nd. Let's see, 1:03 p.m. Yeah, 2025. Beirut, the U.S. military said Saturday it killed a senior member of al-Qaeda's Syrian branch, Haras al-Din, which announced its dissolution last month in an airstrike in the country's northwest. It is the latest U.S. airstrike this year against a group in Syria. Along with its Western Arab allies, the United States has emphasis that Syria must not serve as a base for terrorist groups after the toppling of President Bashar al-Assad in December. Let's see, on Friday, U.S. Central Command CENTCOM forces conducted a precision airstrike in northwest Syria, killing Wazam Tashin Barakatar, a senior leadership facilitator of the terrorist organization Haras al-Din. The military said in a statement, the Northwest was the stronghold of interim President Ahmad al-Shara, Islamist Hayat Tahrir al-Sham group before it led rebel offensive that toppled Assad in December. Sorry if I mispronounced some of that, The British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights War Monitor said a drone strike on a car killed Bayakhdar. Last Sunday, CENTCOM said it killed a senior finance and logistics official in Haras al-Din. That came after CENTCOM last month reported killing another senior Haras al-Din operative, Mohammed Salhala al-Zabir, in an airstrike also on the northwest. The U.S.-based site intelligence group said Haras al-Din was founded in February 2018. The group did not publicly confirm the allegiance of al-Qaeda until its dissolution announcement in January. Haras al-Din dissolved in line with orders from Sahara, who was called on all armed group to disband. The United States designated Haras al-Din as a terrorist organization in 2019. Except for the headlines, the story has not been edited by NDTV staff and is published from a syndicated feed. So this was from who wrote this? So this was from World News and NDTV World. Let's get back to the video.
To comment while confirming that the RX-9 was in the U.S. Special Operations Command's munition inventory. Images of the aftermath of the U.S. attack on a member of Kataib Hezbollah suggests an R9X was used. The nature of the announcement of the attack was led by Howard Altman to suggest the weapon system is made more widely available to U.S. forces. It's also believed to have been used near Idlib. This comes from Bellingcat.com. It says, demystifying the missile. The R9X is an unusual weapon system, and not just because it uses 6 blades to destroy its target. It is a missile that is shrouded in secrecy but announces its presence with an extremely distinctive signature, though designed to reduce the fatal radius of a conventional munition.
Man, it just goes in like a needle and it hits where you want it and it just stops collateral damage. I mean, it's pretty precise and it probably came straight down from a drone. I mean, they didn't even know it was coming. You could see they were just driving, shoot, they didn't even hear that drone. I mean, it's really that simple, my guy.
It has a profound traumatic impact on the bodies of those it targets. So that's all the information we really have on the missile itself. And it really puts into also perspective just how powerful the United States military is, that we're able to cook up and engineer with, developers, contractors.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm 13 Bravo, that's artillery. So, like, military, the infantry, especially Marines, like Marines go in, if they're doing a special operation, if they start getting in trouble, like say the enemy pushes forward, we use our artillery as like a shield for our troops. So now that's changed with technology, and now we can just airstrike anybody, like, as you can see. But back in the day, my old ass, troops up front, pretty much if they're up front and they're coming in from this side or this side, they call in coordinates and we just lay down like a line for the enemy to cross and dare them to cross it, and it allows the soldiers that's behind that wall to push, get their job done and push back, pretty much in, civilian terms. But, let's go.
Let's look up actually right now who produces. I wonder. So it says Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman. So they all might be involved in this. This might be a weapon system.
Well, yeah, Lockheed Martin makes most of the
manufacturer
weapons.
has a little bit of saying. So that's kind of the basics of what was used. As for what this strike means, more than anything, it really just goes to show that the Trump administration and the United States military, under the leadership of Trump and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, they are not playing games when it comes to dealing with bad guys. Not at all, not a little bit, not at all. They are incredibly serious about confronting the threat, whether that's ISIS in Somalia, this scumbag that they took out in Syria, whatever it might be. They are going to confront that threat. They're going to approach it head on with whatever means are necessary. Let's see what this guy's name was again. Muhammad Yusuf Ziha Talay, who was the senior military leader of the terrorist organization Haras al-Din. So that's who they got. That's who they put in a blender. That's who they, hit with this drone strike. And again, not a conventional one with a big fireball and all that stuff. They went in with the bladed option.
Listen, guy. All right. So Trump gets intelligence from all around. He's got feelers everywhere, okay? This is how the military works. If you notice where all our bases are strategically placed, if you take a map and put an overlay of the bases, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but we surround certain areas of interest, and that's for the benefit of future possible conflicts. But with as controversial as Trump is, yes, we got a great vice president and future president in JD, but this is basically what it boils down to, my guy. Okay, so he's getting intelligence from all these different feelers, right? And he's taking out threats that could be a threat to this possible regime, and it will stop any plans at creating peace, not only in the Middle East with Israel, but with Russia, to secure one of the most successful presidencies in American history. And if people sit back and allow it and they stop whining and just give the man a chance, it's been 1 month, then make America great again, Trump. Okay, so I'll play the rest of this video, but that's basically what it boils down to, dude. They're going to take out terrorist groups, especially when they get the chance and they get the information. We're not going to ask if they're out there planning mass destruction. They're going to get it. Okay, that's all there is to it, bub. Okay, but there's a lot more to it that civilians don't understand. I'm sure the people there's all kinds of reasons for that stuff. But basically, he's a terrorist leader. Trump wants to get everything back from Afghanistan, all the equipment that they left behind, that the most embarrassing pullout in military history. I couldn't believe what I was watching, and I understand where Trump's coming from, but we got to fix that. And headsets is the man. So I'm gonna play the rest of this, and then we'll end this video, and I'll get this uploaded because people need to see it.
And I almost want to link back to what we've been talking about a lot in Mexico. If you're a drug cartel watching this, I'd be starting to get pretty nervous. Trump has taken out a senior ISIS official in Syria. He just took out this guy. He took out a senior ISIS leader in Somalia. Just took out this guy in Syria, and he's clearly not playing games. So whatever that means for anyone out there who might be a bad guy thinking about doing bad guy things, I'd think long and hard about it, because Trump and the military have made it crystal clear on 2 very public occasions now, they will hunt you down and eliminate you from the picture. Anyways, I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the situation, the strike, the very successful strike. Make sure to like and subscribe. As always, I'll see you next time.